So in our courses, I'll introduce the beauty and also get everyone to appreciate a little bit more through the science of it. Most people, especially consumers, sometimes they look at gemstones, they are confused. I always get questions from people, oh, how do I know? Why is this $10? Why is that? They look the same to me. So that's where science comes into picture, and we have to explain to people why is there the difference in terms of maybe quality, or in terms of the location, the origin, where it comes from, or in terms of the treatment. So for example, heat-treated sapphire, and for the same quality, same color, same clarity of sapphire, two pieces of sapphire, one is heat-treated and the other is natural. The one that is natural definitely has much higher price than the one that is heat-treated. This course is going to be for 4 sessions, each session about 2 hours with discussion and all that. So what are we going to cover is this: what are gemstones, what are they, how do we define them scientifically as a gemologist in a gemological term, what are mineral species and group, why do we learn them in order to appreciate and understand gemstones better, what are some types of crystals that we can see in the market, how do we classify them. So that leads to gemstones of the world. I mentioned just now about the gemstones value. Maybe, say for example, ruby from Myanmar tend to be more expensive than ruby from Madagascar. So why is that so? Why are gemstones valuable, and that all gemstones are precious? And of course, gemstone cutting is important because we talk about quality. And what are some of the styles of cut? And the phenomenal gemstones and luster. So phenomenal gemstones are like cat's eye, color change. On to the gemological instrumentation. So this is the part whereby usually in the physical classroom you will get to have some hands-on, but I try my best to show you how it really works and how it looks like as much as possible with microscopic observation and things like that. Okay. Next, it will be on the synthetic gemstones. We'll introduce some synthetic gemstones, imitation, simulant, and we talk a little bit about the trade, how people use birthstones or zodiac stones for selling and things like that. Here's a list of gems. We have ruby, we have sapphire, we have spinel, we have jade, emerald, demantoid garnet. The special thing about demantoid garnet is the horsetail inclusion. Can you see like fibrous inclusions that's inside the gem? So this is how a demantoid garnet looks like under microscope. Fibrous inclusion. We usually describe them as a horsetail inclusion. You can see the horsetail inclusion. Yeah, now it's coming from the 5 o'clock upwards. The picture is really nice. It bursts up. The horsetail, we describe them as horsetail inclusion. They're actually fibrous mineral. Like this is very nice too, like a horsetail. Mine is like halfway of this one. So nearly all gemstones are minerals or aggregates of minerals. And these minerals have an orderly crystal structure. So orderly crystal structure means that it has a crystal shape, crystal faces. It has a certain habit there. There are 2 different pieces, but they have the same kind of cross-section. That's because their chemical composition is the same. And it's very orderly. Of course, there are some differences, like, the face. This one has got one extra face right over here. There, one extra face, whereas this doesn't have, right? So this is white beryl. White beryl is called goshenite. We have the pink one, which is morganite. We have the blue one, which is the aquamarine. Yellow, we call it golden beryl or heliodor. Golden beryl, you find it in the nice ones. We find them in Vietnam. Pretty nice. And of course, the green is called emerald. So I cannot call this red emerald. The family is called beryl. Okay, so this one is a red beryl. It's not a red emerald. And it also has another name called bixbyte. These are really trick terms to help people understand better. Okay, they're all in the same family. So the goshenite, morganite, aquamarine, heliodor, emerald, bixbyte, they are the varieties of the beryl family.